What's up, everybody? Um, Today we've got a interesting video. Okay, so let's hop right into it, shall we? So, standard stuff: U-Bell, Nightmare Pain, of course. Nightmare Pain is activated. The U-Bell monster's out, right? Then he activates that grass look greener, and we see a totally different story now. A totally different story. Two elements. What is this? Cash tier? Or all of them? It's Visa Starfrost. It doesn't really matter. They're all the same. Snake Eyes. Huh? Snake Eyes. Rainbow Bridge. So you know what Rainbow Bridge is for. Rainbow Bridge is to get the horus stuff out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Rainbow Bridge, Fenrir, and look, Horus. So he's running a Cash Terror, U-Bell, Snake Eye. Well, he's running a Visa Starfrost, which covers all of these guys from Tillaments to Cash Terror. That's like five different. Um, let's see. There's Cash Terror. There's the Tillaments. There's the what's the Monadium. Then there's the new one, and then there's the other one, the Scareclaw stuff. So that's like five different things encompassed in one just by itself. Then he's got Horus and Snake Eyes. So that's like eight different decks compiled into one. And none of them have any sort of restrictions whatsoever. They can do whatever they want. So you already know what his extra deck looks like. I'm pretty sure he's got Barone, Appaloosa, um, SP Little Knight, all the main uh, generic monsters that everybody runs to like little babies because they don't know how to play the game. But let's get into it more. I know a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, that was awesome. You just mad because this, that, and the third." This ain't even playing the game. This ain't even playing the game. It highlights how weak people are, but it also highlights what the hell is wrong with Konami. Don't put handcuffs on one group and then let other people run rampant. I know this. I better not hear a person from Konami ever talking about inequality or anything like that. And I'm not a person who runs around talking about inequality, what's fair, what's not, or whatever. Life is life. But I'm just saying, in 2024, everybody likes to say inequality and all this. Don't ever let me catch a post talking about what's fair and what isn't. When you design a game like this to let these guys run rampant, I run, right now I'm running Subterror with altergeist. We both know both of those decks have restrictions on them. They have restrictions. Hell, my field spell for Subterra doesn't even count as a Subterra card. So if Guru and the Subterra card are there, Guru can't flip a monster as a quick effect because that doesn't count as a Subterra card. But yet, look at all this garbage he's running. Look at this. Gets the abuse effects, use them over and over again. Now he's doing this horror stuff. He picked up the Telements spell. If there's a Visa Starfrost or Telements on the field, you can negate any spell or trap. So basically, I'm in a no-win situation. And unlike a lot of the other videos where I'm in no-win situations and I'm able to pull myself out, this is a no-win situation. Look what he's about to do. There's no way I could do anything um, unless I had a bunch of kaiju's and stuff in my hand, which I don't consider that a valid form of really playing. I feel like that's just so cheap. It's cheaper than this. But look at this, man. This is cheap. This is what you call cheap. This is I'm desperate for a win, and I don't know how else to get it. I got to use broken mechanics and all that stuff, and I don't care what people like DK and all the rest of those scrubs run around talking about. This is weak. This is weak. This is weak. He's got a bunch of counter traps and stuff back there. Yeah, he's got one of them is the Visa Starfrost. If I activate a spell or trap, he can negate it. He's got nothing but negations and stuff on the field. Look, can't even flip him, can't even attack. He's got Nightmare Pain up, and then he uses Transaction Rollback to activate an effect, put cards back into his deck. He started off with a 60 card deck. He's about to go into his second turn. He's got 16 cards in his deck. Now, person say, "Oh well, he put 20 cards in his deck out of his deck into the graveyard because of the grass looks greener." That still leaves an additional 25 cards that he has used. And that's just the cards that, the extra cards, the ones that went into the grave, those also activated themselves. I tried my best to bait out that other card. I should have waited till he went into the battle phase. Then I could have maybe started the destruction of some of those other cards, but it didn't even matter. He had too many big cards up. Even when I tried to activate the other thing, he's got the other card waiting there to simply send itself back. Look at this. Look at this. This is weak. I'm sorry. This is weak. This is weak. These decks get to run together with absolutely no restrictions, yet you can't mix Altergeist with anything. You can. I have Altergeist mixed with Subterror. But the only reason why it really works is because Subterror doesn't special summon like that. And whenever it is a thing where I need to special summon, I have to be mindful about Multi-Figure being in my hand. I can't use her effect and special summon somebody who isn't Altergeist in the same turn. Come on now. Just because just that you put that as the caveat for me being able to simply summon a card from my deck to the field, yet all these other guys can do it with no drawbacks whatsoever. He didn't have to sacrifice anything or whatever to be able to bring out all these monsters. He could bring out all these monsters just because they existed. Just because he had the means to bring them out, they let him bring them out. But yet something like Multi-Figure can't bring out something and special something somebody from some other group. Is that right? Is that what the game is? That's weak, man. On both sides. It's weak for the somebody in the community or whoever. It's weak for the community to have the mindset to think that something like this is cool. We're supposed to be playing a game for fun. Yeah, you say ranked and all this or whatever, but come on now. You that desperate for a win? And Konami, why would you make something like this? Why do you have they keep making cards overpowered? Not only do they have not have any restrictions, but they're super overpowered. All of them can special summon themselves without anything. They can special summon themselves. Special summon themselves, and it doesn't even activate. The cash tier, the big boys, they can special summon themselves without telling you a thing. There's no notifications, there's no nothing, and actually, um, it's not an effect that's even being activated. And they can use it indefinitely. So if you had a way to keep bouncing a cash tier monster from the field to the hand, and they meet the criteria to special summon themselves again, they can keep doing it as much as they want. Things like mind drain, which prevent um, effects being activated in the hand. Well, guess what? They're saying that the Kashtira thing, the special summon, doesn't count as a activation. It's not an effect. They can just do it. And it's like, wait, how does that even make any sense? You have to okay something and thus activate it. Nope. It's not counting as an activated effect, so they can special summon themselves even with that on the field. Um, the girl can't. She cannot. But the other Kashtira monsters and the level 4 can't do it either. But the other ones, the big ones, Ogre, Unicorn, and whatever his name is, yes, yes, Fenrir, yes, they can special summon themselves from the hand, and it doesn't count as anything being activated. The horus stuff. If Sarcophagus is on the field, they can special summon themselves from the graveyard to the field. It doesn't even tell you anything is happening because according to them, nothing's being activated. Being activated. All you have to do is simply say, I want a special summon. So what does that mean? Things like Soul Drain does not work on them. Soul Drain does not stop them from being able to do anything. Oh yeah. Soul Drain does not stop them from being able to special summon themselves because according to them, they're not activating anything. That's cheese, man. I can go on about this forever, but I'm gonna end this video. But come on now, this is just weak. Look, and Shadal. They got Shadal in there too. Look at this, man. They're gonna kill me. Anyway, y'all see what happened.